हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वक्त है मुश्किल जगर कठिन ये, कोई तो राहत सुझाए इस दिल को। इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइकोमेट्रिक असेसमेंट एंड काउंसलिंग की टीम वो पर्ल्स ऑफ विजडम आपके लिए ढूंढ कर लाए हैं जो इमोशनल डार्कनेस से हमें बाहर निकाले। और आज अपने प्रैक्टिकल विजडम हमारे साथ शेयर करने आ रही हैं डॉक्टर रेणु किशोर। Dr. Kishore has rich 44 years of experience as a professor of psychology from Delhi University. She has helped thousands of students gain practical understanding about psychology. Her specialization areas are counseling psychology and child development, and she is an emotional health expert. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, we are so grateful to have you in our show. 4 years experience in the field of psychology, मतलब एक जमाना हो गया। तो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ, हमारे व्यूअर्स भी जानना चाहते हैं, मैम साइकोलॉजी तब आज से 40-45 साल पहले एंड साइकोलॉजी अब, व्हाट डिफरेंसेस और सिमिलैरिटीज डू यू see?
It's a very interesting question because I of course 44 years I have taught at a college of Delhi University, but before that I was also a student at the graduate and postgraduate level. So I have seen such a great difference, between the time when I entered the world of psychology, where it was not taught in schools. I came in 1969, that's ancient. I began my college studies, so I'm quite ancient. And at that time, people didn't even know what psychology is. And even in Delhi University, psychology and philosophy department was only one. It was not, they weren't, only very recently they had separated. So we had a very new psychology department, but general awareness was very, very less about psychology, about mental health. And there was so much of stigma, it was just not heard of anybody going to a therapist or people studying psychology. The people find it difficult to even spell it. And unfortunately at that time, but even today, that's a similarity. Even today, there are people who say that, oh, you're a psychologist, we better be scared of you. You will do our face reading. आपको सब पता चल जाएगा हमारे अंदर क्या चल रहा है. तो हमको बोलते हैं कि नहीं, हम कोई face readers या astrologers नहीं हैं. हम तो, we are in the process of understanding. And because it's not so easy. जैसे मेडिकल साइंस में होता है कि भी आपको पता चल जाए पेट दर्द है तो क्यों है, उसके बहुत कारण हो सकते हैं. It's the same with us, so it's not as if we are reading faces, because many people, we also mask our emotions sometimes. So that is a similarity, that even today there is some stigma, not too much, but the differences that have come are awesome. There is so much research. There is so much research in the field, that every day there are new theories, new research coming up. And the other difference is that there are more avenues for education, more colleges, more institutions, and also career options. उस जमाने में career options नहीं थे ज़्यादा. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, you could become a clinical psychologist or something. But today there are so many options. The other thing was that one similarity in a way is that at that time also it was not a very high paid career line. And even today it's not extremely highly paid right in the beginning, maybe after years of establishing your reputation. So people who want to come into it for money are disappointed. But the other thing which I have seen now, which is a great change, that there are many institutions that are open now for psychology all across India. And then there are also short-term courses are also there. Online courses are also there. Many short-term courses, because earlier if you had done your masters, you could be called a psychologist. But today you have to specialize a little more. So things are different. The other very major difference I'm seeing in the Indian context is that those days, in the 70s, there were more females who went into psychology. More girls too.
Exactly.
And we didn't even have, at Delhi University, we had only 2-3 colleges that offered psychology. and there was only Indraprastha and Lady Shri Ram, and there was Zakir Hussain. So there were very few male students. Today we have a number, which is an encouraging trend. And earlier, the other thing in the field of psychology is, as I said, that it was not very common, not very prevalent. People like me in our school, we didn't have counselors, but today it has become mandatory for every school to have a counselor. Today, even counseling psychologists, every hospital has to have clinical psychologists. You need a whole team in the psychiatric department. And altogether, it is important. The other difference that I am seeing, that there was no licensing body or no certification also. But over the years, what has come in is the RCI, Rehabilitation Council of India. But that is also not sufficient, because the RCI is only under its umbrella only those therapists or those psychologists who are working in the area of rehabilitation, say clinical psychology, or those who are working with mentally challenged persons or persons with physical disabilities, only they are included. But people, counselors or therapists who are working with so-called normal population, such as school children or families, they're still not included, career counselors and all. So even now,
I want to ask you these questions. Yes.
Even now, we have a long way to go, and we don't have any regulatory body like the Medical Council of India or the Bar Council of India. So even today, we are not very much up there, but we are definitely progressing. There is more awareness, there is more training facility, but much lesser than what is required.
Right. So, ma'am, you mean to say that the scope is there?
Yes.
Yes. And I want to add one punchline to it. When you said that more girls are taking up psychology or used to take psychology, that is because girls have a natural ability to understand human behavior. I believe that is being feminist. But
well, a lot of people think that way, and I don't know what is the reason, because I've seen some men also who are very sensitive and understanding.